So let's practice few questions over here. Now we have 12 millimeter is equal to 1.2 centimeter. 56 millimeter is equal to 5.6 centimeter. So next is 70 millimeter is equal to how many centimeter? So we need to fill the blank. You can go with a pattern or we can do it step by step. So I'll go with step by step. So first thing is, are we moving from bigger to smaller or smaller to bigger? Yes, we are moving from smaller to bigger because a millimeter is smaller than a centimeter. Let me show this actually. So if we consider this as a meter, this would be 1 centimeter, this small region. Can you see that red line? Let me zoom in further. That is a centimeter. Millimeter is that small unit. This blue length is a millimeter and this red length is a centimeter. And the black line is a meter. So basically, we need to divide. Now the question is divide with what? What value? For that, we need to recall meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. So millimeter to centimeter, you are one step away. So we'll divide with 10. So basically 70, or let me do this, because 1 millimeter is 1/10 of a centimeter. So we can write 70 millimeter in place of millimeter. I'm going to write it as 1 millimeter. And we know that 1 millimeter is 1/10 of a centimeter. And this can be further written as 70/10 centimeter. And 70/10 is 7 centimeter. That's it. Okay. So that's the line of thinking that would help. So dash or 0.9 centimeter is equal to how many millimeter? So same line of thinking. Is it smaller to bigger or bigger to smaller? We are moving from bigger to smaller. And so we have to correct multiply. Now multiply with how much? So we have meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. So we are looking at multiplying with 10. So because 1 millimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. So what we have here is 0.9 centimeter is equal to 0.9 into 1 centimeter. So 0.9, 1, oh sorry, my bad. Oh, we are converting centimeter to millimeter, my bad. Sorry, I confused you guys. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. So we have 1 centimeter, which is 10 millimeter. And you know what will happen to decimal when we multiply with 10? They shift to the correct right. Is it not? This will be 9 millimeter. So there's 1 0 and so we're shifting 1 decimal place. Next question is 134 millimeter. How many centimeter? So now I think we can increase our pace a bit. 134 millimeter is equal to how many centimeter? So we know that milli is smaller than centi and 1 millimeter is 1/10 of a centimeter, right? So because this is the value, I can rewrite this as 1 millimeter, right? 134 into 1 millimeter. In place of 1 millimeter, I'm going to write into 1 by 10 centimeter. And we know what happens to decimal point when we have it in the denominator. So the number of 0 is 1 0, and basically we have one decimal place that we need to shift to the left. So basically it's that, so many centimeter. Decimal point was over here and we shifted that. Finally, we have 203.6 centimeter is equal to how many millimeter? So guys, we know that 1 centimeter is correct 10 millimeters, is it not? So just to confirm, show you guys this. Say this small length is a centimeter. Then we divide this into 10 parts. This each length will be a millimeter. And so we have this, and we have 203.6 into 1 centimeter, which can be written as 203.6 into 10 millimeter. So you know what happens to decimal place when you multiply with 10? They shift to the right. So 2036 millimeter is your answer. So into 10 will shift. How many zeros are there? 1 0 is there, so 1 shift. 1 0, and so 1 shift. Okay, I hope you guys had good practice with this set of questions.